Good day and welcome to E Type Tools. Today I'm going to talk about the very first Jaguar E Type lifting jack. That's a model Shelley LJ225. LJ means lifting jack. So there were three different models with minor differences, but it's important to know as you want to have the correct one for your car, and I'm going to show you what you have to look out for. So the first model actually is similar to this one, very similar, and the early ones did not have a reinforcement here, as that is what you can see on this one. So the nose is reinforced because I have seen others breaking off somewhere here, sadly, but that was the reason why they reinforced it. So this is the very first model, not the very first, it's the second version actually. The very first models do have a number, a year date, 59 on here. I think they have used an earlier basis, and they just modified the upper to accommodate a 3-stack staple with that cube on top. As the LJ225 were used for other cars like the Mini or BMC cars, but had a completely different top here. So I presume the 59 were the first one, and they just modified the lifting mechanism, and so that was why the 59 ended up here. This one, as you can see, did not have a number at all, and so this is the second version. And the third version is this one, which has then again a date stamp on here. That is what you see here. This is a 61, and you also see a figure stamped in here. That could be a 4, a 5, a 9, whatever. And I think I might have seen some which didn't even have a number on here. So that is all original, and this is how they look from below. The reproductions which are out there are identified. They have some welding marks here to stop this whole thing falling out here. Actually, the other models for the BMC and the Mini, when you turn them round, they are falling down. They're just falling down here. This model has a groove and a ring which holds the upper part not moving around. So that is, when you turn that upside down, yours shouldn't fall down. So this is another thing to recognize a reproduction or modified jack. The other thing is that the originals have the casting line here, which goes around and around below the hole here for the lever, and it's coming up here. Reproductions have this casting mark ending up at the middle of the hole, continuing here, and then again further up, not as deep as down on this one. So this is an original, very well maintained, no markings around the hole, and the hole is then used with the lever, which is placed in the boot with 2 clamps, and with this little thing you can turn the ratchet direction. So in one direction, this is anti-clockwise, pushing down here. The system, you can see that the first screw is coming out. Oops. So anti-clockwise is lifting, and when you turn this ratchet system clockwise, it goes back in. This is how the whole system works. It was one of the first jacks. I mean, they were made in the late 50s, 60s. Today, obviously, there are different systems, but this is how they were, and this is what you have to look out for. So keep in mind, casting marks below the hole, testing, no falling down, no on this one, and as these are originals, I have seen others which had a light color change, but that might vary depending on what paint they had in the pistol, but well, that's how they are. Thank you very much.